LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is supposed to be the ultimate LEGO Star Wars game, but I think many fans will argue LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga is already the best LEGO game there will ever be. So today, I wanted to go back and take a look at the old LEGO Star Wars game, at a part of the game you've probably never played before, and neither have I, Order 66. Hey everyone, it's Andrew. So recently I discovered LEGO Star Wars actually has quite a strong modding community, with modders introducing new characters and skins into the game, along with some new levels. And there's one about Order 66, where you storm the Jedi Temple as Anakin and actually get to kill lots of Jedi. You basically get to play this from Revenge of the Sith. It's the mission everyone wants to play. Who doesn't want an Order 66 game mode? Everyone wants it. Sounds like the game mode so many people are hoping for comes to Battlefront 2. So many people have been asking for that for ages. And we kind of got that with Fallen Order, but a different side of it. And to be honest, this mission is pretty damn amazing. You get to fight lots of Jedi and things get pretty chaotic. So that's what we're looking at today. But first, I want to tell you guys about VITE Ramen. Yes, this is a Star Wars gaming channel sponsored by a company that makes ramen. And that's because it's good ramen, and Star Wars kind of go hand in hand. Let me explain. VITE Ramen is a little more expensive than normal ramen, but it's a full nutritious meal. Say you're sitting there playing your favorite Star Wars game, executing Order 66, and you get hungry. You can make a bowl of this in 5 minutes and get back to slaughtering Jedi immediately, feeling like you've eaten a proper meal. You think the Sith had time to eat? They were busy. This is perfect for that lifestyle. Also, the vegan flavor is amazing. Seriously, go try it. I really like it. It's going to give you energy to storm the Jedi Temple. You can get 10% off using the code Bombastic, and there's a link in the description. The Order 66 mod uses assets from a pre-existing level in LEGO Star Wars. The first stage of the level where Obi-Wan and Yoda return to the Jedi Temple after Order 66 to find out what's happened. That level's called Ruin of the Jedi. It's set just outside the temple on the steps. You play as the Darth Vader version of Anakin with the cloak over his head just after he's turned to the dark side. And this character isn't part of the main game, it comes with the mod. And he even has Darth Vader's Force Choke ability, the one where you can pick up an enemy by the throat and choke them until they explode into multiple Lego pieces. Very violent. LEGO Star Wars is more violent than Jedi Fallen Order, easily. I mean, look at this, pure evil. They explode. The objective of the level is to eventually defeat Shaak Ti again. Shaak Ti has died more times than anyone in Star Wars. More on that soon. She died twice in Revenge of the Sith, twice in the same movie. And in the level, you get to her after fighting through wave after wave of Jedi and Temple guards. Shaak Ti can be unlocked as a playable character for use in free play and is seen as an NPC on the Jedi battle level in the Geonosis arena. But you never get to fight against her in the base game, so that's what this mod allows you to do. Now, a cool little detail of this mod is that along with Anakin, you can also play as Commander Appo. For those of you who don't know who Appo is, he's this guy.
There's been a rebellion, sir. Don't worry, the situation is under control.
A commander of the 501st Legion who marched up the stairs with Anakin and told Bail Organa that it's time for him to leave.
I'm sorry, sir. It's time for you to leave.
And so it is.
He then got his knee sliced off by Zet Jukasa, otherwise known as Jet Lucas, George Lucas's son. But apparently this only wounded him. Previously, he was in service during the Clone Wars, appearing in the Clone Wars TV show in the Battle of Umbara. Cool that the modder decided to include him in this level with his blue 501st armor and blue blaster. But every time Shaak Ti came towards me and I was playing as Appo, I'd quickly try and run away and switch back to Anakin because I didn't want this to happen again, and it did. I got cut to pieces. So there's some pretty cool details with the random Jedi you fight against in this mod. They go after all the 501st clone troopers who are attacking the temple. They'll wield either blue or green lightsabers and are made up of a few different random Lego pieces, faces, different hair. Some have their cloak over their head. They all wear different combinations of brown and beige. Some are male and some are female. And overall, you feel like you're fighting all different types of Jedi. None of them are official canon named Jedi though. They're kind of just like stock standard Jedi, production line Jedi. So you don't feel bad when they die, you know? Because you don't know who they are. They don't have a backstory. They're just random Jedi. However, one thing I will say is that there's no alien Jedi or non-human Jedi you get to fight against in this level. Now, I can understand how this could be hard to achieve for the modder. There's only so many pre-existing Star Wars alien faces and body parts available in the game, and most of them probably look too distinctly like other real characters. But surely surely there could have been at least 1 or 2 Rodian Jedi, maybe a Gungan. I'm not actually sure if these characters are procedurally generated or if they're pre-made builds, and to be fair to the modder, I don't see any non-human Jedi in this one shot we get of the inside of the temple during Order 66 in Revenge of the Sith. And also again, we don't see one on the hologram. So as far as we know, this is accurate, and there were only human Jedi around at the time. I think so many of us are still waiting for a game that fully depicts what happened here. Jedi Fallen Order did a great job of portraying Order 66, but it wasn't the Jedi Temple. There are so many people I see asking for a game that allows you to play through this specific event on Coruscant at the Jedi Temple, playing as either a clone or as Anakin coming in to overthrow the Jedi, or playing from the Jedi perspective, realizing the temple is under attack and fighting off waves of clones to survive. A game that allows you to play from both sides would be even more incredible, because even in the film, we don't really see much of what goes down here. We get Anakin and the 501st climbing the temple steps, hatred in Vader's eyes, then it cuts to all the other Jedi around the galaxy, and once we get back to the temple, it's just this, and then the younglings. Do you really think the hundreds of Jedi in there just let a battalion of clones stroll into the temple? A lot more went down here, probably went for a few hours, and this mod does a great job of showing us a small part of that. I just hope eventually we get something more that depicts this battle. So like I said, the objective of the level is to defeat Shaak Ti, so she dies for the 1000th time. I'm pretty sure, like I said, Shaak Ti is the most killed character in all of Star Wars. She died once in The Force Unleashed, where after losing a duel with Starkiller, she fell into a Sarlacc pit. That's a way to go. That's how you want to go. That's how I want to go. Fall into a Sarlacc pit, Boba Fett style, except jump into a Sarlacc pit, not fall. And she died twice in Revenge of the Sith, once in a deleted scene at the hand of General Grievous.
We've been waiting for you, stinking Jedi.
And then once in another deleted scene where Anakin stabs her.
What is it, Skywalker?
There's some pretty weak acting here in this scene. Probably a good thing it was cut. But I love how they filmed her death twice for the same film, 2 different ways. It's like they weren't sure of how they wanted to kill her, but they really wanted her death in this movie, and then both of them were cut. That's hilarious. How desperate were they to get this in the film, and then both of them got cut. And this version also appears in the Clone Wars TV show, where Yoda sees it in a vision, which canonized this version. This is how she actually died. She gets stabbed in the back by Anakin. In LEGO Star Wars, after you eventually defeat her in this mission, Obi-Wan and Yoda watch a security hologram in the Jedi Temple of Anakin slicing Shaak Ti up with his lightsaber. I told you, man, more violent than Fallen Order. Look at this. Cuts off her head, I'm pretty sure, and then her torso comes off too. Jeez. During gameplay of the mod, before you kill her, Shaak Ti jumps down from the high ground to attack you, and when she takes a hit, she'll jump back up into cover and wait until you've killed a bunch more of her Jedi friends before she jumps back in to defend them. And it feels a bit cowardly of her to do this, to be honest. Like she's afraid of dying yet again, so she keeps jumping to cover. But I'm not sure I can blame her after this and the multiple times she's died. So this mod was created by a modder named Barrio the Weird, like Mario except Barrio. I love it. He's got a YouTube channel you can check out, and if you want to download and install the mod, I've left a link to it in the description. There's been a few different versions and updates for the mod, each with enhancements and improvements, and the one I checked out was version 3, easily the best. Anakin's got the cloak. To install the mod, you'll first need to extract your LEGO Star Wars game using Quick BMS. There's some tutorials online about how to do that. Then just follow the README instructions to get it up and running. It might take a little bit of fiddling, but if you're persistent, you'll get there. Just make sure you make a backup of your game first. And in the game, to find where the mod is, after you've installed it, you just need to walk through the episode 4 door in the cantina, then select either story or free play depending on what you want to play, and it will load you into a second hub world. Then walk through the bonus missions door and you'll be able to find it in there. I'd love to see this mod even more developed beyond what it's already done, or other similar mods created just like it. To be honest, anything to do with Order 66, I'm gonna play. So let me know if you enjoyed the video. video, and what type of game would you like to see made involving Order 66? More Lego Star Wars Order 66 or another game? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to go check out VITE RAMEN, and also go watch my video about the cancelled Darth Maul game. That's another game we need. Order 66 game and Darth Maul origin story game. It almost got released, it almost made it. And follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Discord for lots more Star Wars details, news, etc. I post extra content on those platforms all the time. Thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.
Stay bombastic.